Welcome back to sports. I'm George Perez. Well, the Florida women's basketball team has had its shares of ups and downs, and now the Gators look to complete a series sweep against the Vanderbilt Commodores. We go live to our own Maggie Schwartzman, who's at the Odo. Maggie, the Gators didn't have any problems the last time they took on the Commodores, winning 67-58. What can they do to carry that over from the last game?
Well, George, the Gators had a really great game in Nashville earlier this month. They hit 52% of their shots from the field, and a big part of that was senior Kayla Lewis. She had a double-double that night, scoring 18 points and collecting 11 rebounds. So I know the Gators are going to be looking to her to give them that spark on both sides of the ball again here tonight. The other thing they did really well was free throw shooting. They were 18 of 19 from the foul line, including a perfect 6 for 6 in the final stretch of the game to really seal the deal and give them that win.
Now, Maggie, you mentioned Kayla Lewis, but who else should Gator fans be looking out for tonight?
Gator fans should definitely be looking out for January Miller. She is really hot right now. She's averaging a team best 13 points over the last 2 games, and during that stretch, she's hit over 70% of her shots. But they're going to need a team effort all around tonight, and they can do that. 7 different Gators are averaging at least 5 points per game, and 8 different Gators are seeing at least 12 minutes of playing time on the court. They're going to need a full effort from everyone who steps out on that court tonight. We'll see if they can get it done and get a sweep of the Vanderbilt Commodores here in just a little bit. Tip-off is set for 7. Live from the O'Connell Center, I'm Maggie Schwartzman, WUFT Sports.
Thanks, Maggie. Well, the Commodores, minus Lionel Richie, were also in town last night to take on the Florida men's basketball team. Billy's boys snapped a 4-game losing streak that was the longest streak for the program since the 2007-2008 season with their 50-47 victory. Freshman forward Devin Robinson took a baseline pass from point guard Casey Hill, elevated and power slammed the dunk with 2.1 seconds left to help give the Gators a much-needed SEC win. Florida head coach Billy Donovan knows that his team's IQ could be the reason for their struggles.
There's other times during the course of the game, that basketball IQ, that feel of what's open, what to read, how to make the game easy for each other. It's sometimes can be overwhelming for us.
The Gators now travel to the Bayou to take on the LSU Tigers on Saturday night. And the Florida baseball team remains undefeated on the season as they ran over the USF Bulls last night 13-3. The Gators have now outscored their opponents 50-8 this season. Florida was led last night by freshman J.J. Schwartz, who went 3 for 5 with 5 ribbies and a home run. And starting pitcher Brett Morales was perfect through 6 innings, striking out 7 batters. But Kevin O'Sullivan isn't focusing on the early season success, but looking at the season ahead.
It's our 5th game of the year. We got 56 of these things, so I think it'll be a good barometer of where we're at. It's certainly not going to be an indication of where we're going to be, come the end of the season. It'll tell us a lot about our team, where we're at right now, like I said, and what we need to work on and improve on.
The Gators now start bracing for a hurricane, but before you start putting up shutters on McKeithen Stadium, let me remind you that they host in-state rival the Miami Hurricanes this weekend. First pitch tomorrow is set for 7 p.m. And the top-ranked Florida softball team looks to get back on the diamond as they play host to the University of Florida Aquafina Invitational. The Gators will host Illinois State, Mercer, Liberty, and Kansas this weekend. Florida's won their first 11 games by a combined margin of 78-10, including 6 shutouts and 6 Mercy Rule victories. Junior second baseman Kelsey Stewart knows how vital the pitching has been for the team's success.
I'm really impressed with our pitchers. I think they're hitting their spots and demanding their pitches way better than last year. And I think our offensively, we're doing 1 through 9, and it's really crazy how deep we are in every position and every at-bat.
First pitch for the tournament is set for tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. against Kansas. That's going to do it for sports. One last look at the weather coming up after this.